Greetings. This is Bradford Donald Keller Townsend, and this is a forward research report. U.S. home pricing and sales, historical data, and the U.S. debt clock. The first slide you'll see is the usdebtclock.org U.S. home pricing and sales real-time totals. If you look at the left column, it says new home median sale price. In the year 2005 of the Common Era, it was $231,671. And you can see every year since then up to 2018 where it rose to $328,138. Then you have existing home median sale price. Median isn't the average price, that's the most common price in the middle of the standard distribution. It might not be a standard distribution, but that number is less at $262,803 there, listed under 2018 at the very bottom. The next one is new home sales annual rate. You can see back in the year 2005 it was 1,266,927. And then it fell in 2011 to 308,321. And this year, since the Great Recession of 2007-2008, it still hasn't gotten up to 2007 levels, which was in 2007 812,339. In 2018, and we're getting toward the end of the year here, it's in November, 641,455. New housing starts way back in 2005. It was 2 million. 2006, 1,852,000. 2018, 1,300,000. So even though we've had considerable population growth, we still haven't gotten back to where we were. If you go all the way back there, let's say to 2006, prior to the Great Recession, it was 1,800,000. Now it's 1,300,000. Existing home sales annual rate in 2007 was 5,269,000, and in 2018, 5,400,000 there. Now I'm going to go to the U.S. debt clock 1980. In the upper left-hand corner, you will see 922 billion. That was our total national debt. Per citizen, that was $4,257. Per income taxpayer, $12,260. U.S. federal spending was only $588 billion, which is less than the defense budget is today. And the budget deficit is, or was back in 1980, $62 billion. Other interesting information here, the population in 1980 was only 225,690,000, and now we're well into heading up to the 328 million mark, so it's 100 million more population. And a good chunk of that is immigration, and people like myself who were alive and in high school in 1980, had children, so you have the natural increase there as well. U.S. income taxpayers was 83 million. The workforce was 90 million. The unemployed was 7,400,000. You can look there, see what else is interesting to you. Okay. Now I'm going to go to current information. This is the 2018 debt clock. We went from under 1 trillion in debt to 21 trillion 696 million in debt, and it's spinning up rapidly. U.S. federal spending is 4 trillion 127 billion. U.S. federal budget deficit is more than the entire government spending in only 1980, not that long ago, in my lifetime. $429 billion of deficit spending. We now have a budget deficit of 4%. Wow. U.S. federal tax revenue is 3 trillion. The population there's kind of in the a little bit right of center, about a third of the way down. It says U.S. population 328,961,000. So soon it's going to hit the 330 million mark. The workforce now is 156 million, and it all the way back in the year 2018, almost 19 years ago, it was greater than it is today at 157 million. You can look on there what's interesting to you. If you look at the total debt per citizen, that is private debt and public debt per, not citizen, but let's look at per family. The one next to it, it's kind of in the center there. That's $850,000 of debt per family in America, and they go by a household. And then they have savings of only $12,000. So the average American household is highly levered, and the whole economy has 71 trillion. And then if you include things like Medicaid, if you look down there, you can see Social Security liability, 17 trillion. Medicare liability, 27 trillion. Unfunded U.S. liabilities, 115 trillion, not billion. That's trillion with a T. Okay. Now let's move forward on the U.S. debt clock, and I'll have the links to the U.S. debt clock. It's just usdebtclock.com, but I'll put the link on there. Let's go up to the year, then their guesstimation for the year 2022, only 3 years from now. By then, the U.S. Debt will be 25 trillion. There will be 342,000 estimated population. We'll be getting close to that $1 million of debt per family of 962,000 per family with 15,700 of savings. The unfunded liabilities, the very bottom row there, center, will be estimated in only 3 years to be 142 trillion 756 billion 344 million $381,501, or a whopping $1 million taxpayer liability per citizen. Boom! This has been Bradford Donald Keller Townsend, thrice knighted, benighted, Grand Master Knight, wishing you farewell.